Michael, ladies and gentlemen, in the house again.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, everybody. There you go. See,
I just like spending time with her, but yeah, I'm normally just carrying a lot of things.
hey, what's up? Welcome on into Rag House Media. I'm your host, April Duran, and we have a fun, cool show tonight. If you haven't noticed, we have a lot of cool new sponsors also coming in, more to be announced. This evening, we have a giveaway by Whole Life Soap, so stay tuned for details on that. We also have an amazing photographer, published writer, special guest, Justice Howard, so stay tuned for that. We also have our Rag House crew. What's up? Fredo from the Fredo Show, live Sunday nights at 8 p.m. He'll be coming in for music. We have Austin for gaming, Andrea for entertainment, and Leroy for sports. Now, before we go any further, everybody knows Rag House Media loves to support entrepreneurs and small businesses. So without further ado, I would like to play a couple of our videos from our two new sponsors. First one is Boxing and Barbells. It's a boxing studio located out in Santa Monica, California. Carrie, the owner, is amazing. She is going to be giving away once a month a whole 1 month of free online boxing classes. That's really exciting. So we're excited to announce that. Also, our other new sponsor, Get Laced. They're special, authentic laces you can put for your team, on your team shoes, a band, yours, anybody and anything. Get Laced. They're an amazing company, of course, both, and that's from the Inland Empire, actually. So they're both small business. We're excited to promote them. So let's go ahead and see a couple videos of our new sponsors. I'm excited to promote them. Here they are.
What's up, everybody? Carrie Williams. I'm here at the Stables in Santa Monica. We may not be open, but I got you covered at home with Boxing and Barbells. B&B TV, baby. Yes, we've got 20, 30, 45-minute workouts for you. We are learning how to box. You're going to lift some weights, and if you don't have weights, it's cool. You can use your body for weight. You don't need a punching bag. I will teach you how to box, how to throw those punches, how to throw those cool combinations, all the while sweating it out. I am here, you might be there, but we're gonna work out together.
And there you have it, Get Laced and Boxing and Barbells. Now, our amazing special guest coming in right now, she is a world-known photographer, especially known with the celebs. She has her work everywhere. She has 65 pieces in a hotel, in museums, in galleries. She had like over 100 shows. She also has wall murals. She's absolutely amazing, so unique in her photography. Not only that, she just recently launched a book, Diary of a Hitman by Fuego, which, by the way, is a true story of a hitman and how he began his profession as a hitman. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Justice Howard. What's up, girlfriend? How are you?
Hey.
How are you doing this evening?
Hey, girly girl. I'm hearing that crazy warbling sound.
There you go. Can you, I hope, can you hear me now? Maybe if I turn down the music.
No.
No? Okay. Well, let's just work with it. How are you this evening?
No. It's very bad. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
why don't
very
you go
bad.
ahead and leave and come back in? Go ahead and and leave and come back in, and then I'm going to show some of your work. How does that sound?
Yeah, I can't hear
That's okay.
anything, honey. It's very. Oh, now I can hear you. It's okay right now.
Okay, good. Well, come on
Yeah,
in.
no,
How are you doing?
awesome. Okay, there you are. Woo, woo.
There you are, Justice
awesome.
Howard, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so
Thank you,
let's
I'm here with
go.
my crazy clown friend.
Oh yeah,
My,
and that just
my
only
crazy.
it only adds to your amazing.
Yeah, he's a.
I can't.
He's pretty.
Well, he's from the Attack of the Killer Clowns, right?
He is. He's from the movie. He was one of the. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's kind of fun.
Yes, it is very fun, and it just adds. You know what? I wasn't shocked when I saw it in your background because, I mean, let's jump right into it, Justice. Without further ado, let's check this out. Now, let's talk about this piece. This is her piece, and who is this?
Yeah, that's a girlfriend of mine who is actually a tattoo artist herself. But this photo is interesting for the one reason that I've been shooting a lot of tattooed people. I used to work for all the tattoo magazines, et cetera, and both here and in Europe. But out of thousands of people that I've photographed that had ink, this girl was the pinnacle of like everybody. That is probably a $30,000 bodysuit right there, and so it's one of my favorite photographs, and she's just an awesome chick.
I would have
And
thought it was
see how it all
more.
matches, it all flows. It's a very beautiful piece.
I would have never even thought it was ink. It literally looks like a bodysuit. That's how beautiful it is. Now, who's this? Can we talk about these photos?
Yeah, this chick is a burlesque dancer. She won Miss Burlesque, which is the best burlesque dancer of the year, in the world. And
Awesome.
yeah, so those are just kind of fun. And,
Those are super fun. And she has a figure that will not quit. Jeez.
Oh no, she's just stunning. She's a stunner, beautiful, beautiful girl. And that's
I love
what
picture.
Oh, thank you. Well, a friend of mine is a sword maker, and he lent me all that armor, and my girlfriend lent me the horse, and that's what a $500,000 horse looks like. That's a Frisian stallion.
Amazing.
So she was, yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful horse. I mean,
I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, and so this brings me to that. Like, if my fiance walked in looking like that, I'd probably jump on him immediately.
Yeah, that's the same breed of horse. They're Frisians, and they're very expensive. And this one takes best in show. He's basically a show horse, but she was very, very wonderful and let me use that horse actually more than once. So it's pretty awesome. And he's a friend of mine who is a romance novel model. Like,
wow.
If you Google romance novel, he's the first guy that pops up.
And I could see that easy. Now this photograph here, we all know who this is, right? Let's see if I'm right. Who's this?
Come on.
Oh no, I'm not gonna. I don't want to be wrong. He's a famous. Is he a singer? Is he a country singer?
Yes.
And what's his?
It's Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings. Okay,
like,
so he's true country.
Yeah, he was. I photographed him in Vegas, and he, like, looking back over the thousands and thousands of people that I worked with, he was probably one of my all-time favorites. He was just remarkable, and he died probably a month after these photos were taken.
Oh my goodness!
And I eventually met his son, Shooter, at a concert, and I brought his son a package of photographs, and I said, "Here, these are the last photos that were taken of your dad," and he started crying, and it was like this, crazy emotional moment. But he was very awesome. He was just a remarkable human.
And he is country. That's country. That's what my fiance is.
He's the country.
He is the
country god.
Exactly. And this is the surfing god right here, Dick Dale. I knew him right off the bat because I longboard, or I haven't longboarded in a while, but Dick Dale is the pinnacle, the center of longboarding and its culture and its music and story. How was this?
He was just amazing, and I photographed him for a bunch of magazine covers, and I shot him for Fender guitar because he had a signature guitar that came out with his name on the stock, and I was basically his personal photographer, and he told Fender, like, you have to hire Justice Howard. I don't want to work with anybody else, which is really awesome. And he was a remarkable human. He was like a shaman. He was like a shaman, and I've been to his house in 29 Palms. He had this amazing house, and he was just a remarkable guy.
That's so awesome. Okay, now this guy, this cholo right here, this is amazing artwork. Now, is he from Los Angeles?
Yeah, he was from Echo Park, and he's like the icon of tattoos. That guy. He was one of the first guys that did black and gray bodysuit, and like if you go into all the tattoo shops, they have a picture of that guy. It's generally my pictures up on their wall. Like he's like the god of tattooing, basically. So it was really cool to have worked with him, and it was kind of funny because he took the bus over to my house and met me. I didn't meet him previous to the shoot, and he didn't know that I was a chick, because of my name. And then I was like, well, yeah, I'm a chick. And then he got all nervous. And then I asked him, like, to go nude, because someone that is that fully covered, April, you can't photograph them with clothes. You just can't.
Yeah, there's no justice for that.
Yeah, it cuts it off. It looks ridiculous, and so he's already nervous, and then I'm asking him to get in the nude. Yeah, right. And it worked out really well because Sullen ended up putting one of these photos on the fronts of one of their T-shirts. So I'm like the only photographer that has ever had like a Sullen shirt, which is kind of cool,
Well, Sullen is like it's a surf company, so that's right. Sullen
Tattoo, honey. Yeah, tattoo. Yeah.
Tattoo. Very cool. And then of course we all know this guy. I grew up with this guy, man. Not literally, but yeah, he's my all-time fave right there.
He's a trip. I was shooting Bone Thugs and Harmony backstage in Las Vegas. I was shooting them for a magazine cover, and he came backstage, and he's a big package. He's like, like a mile a minute. Yeah. And I was the only one that got a photo of him because he was so quick, like zip, 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 that, I just got him like in the moment, bam, he was like leering, and I snapped it, and nobody else got a photo of him though, because he was so quick and they couldn't catch up with him.
Oh my God. That is awesome. Now, so Justin Howard, if you haven't seen right here at the bottom side of justinhoward.com, www, of course, check her work out. It is absolutely amazing. You are going to be floored and so impressed. Like, I mean, it is off the hook. Now, this is your new baby right here. You just launched the book, Diary of a Hitman. And we're already over time. Bam! There it is. Justice Howard.
Bam, 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 bam. Yeah.
There it is. So we only have go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just very jazzed about it, and we have a lot of movie interest, and as I think I mentioned, the LA Times is going to be doing a review, and it's a remarkable story, and I'm giving away an electronic version of it. So
awesome.
Like somebody's going to win that. I don't know if you got my communication about that. But yeah, I'm giving away to like whoever is interested or wants one or whatever. As a matter of fact, I'll give away 5 of them. I'll give away 5 free electronic versions, not a hard copy because you have to order them. But yeah, it's an amazing story. It's an amazing story. And,
well, we have 1 minute to talk about this. So can you give us a synopsis of the book, please?
It's just, this guy who's murdered over 350 people in a 40-year career of being a professional killer, and how he finds redemption at the end of all of that. And it's it's like it's gritty. It's not an easy read. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
And he worked for Escobar for 10 years. So there's a lot of information there about Escobar that isn't generally known. And, it's a remarkable read, but it's very visceral. It's very hard hitting. It doesn't pull any punches. And I have testimonials on the back, like for real. I didn't make them up, right? One from the FBI. Yeah, no.
Uh-huh.
I have one from the CIA. I have one from the mob.
Mm-hmm.
I have one from a famous Hollywood director friend of mine, and I have another one from the cartel.
Crazy
real testimony on the back. Yeah. So it's a beast. It's a beast of a read, and it's just a remarkable story. So
excellent. And we can find a link to Diary of a Hitman by Fuego on www.justicehoward.com, along with all your gorgeous photography. Correct?
Thank you. Yeah, it's on Amazon. It's selling on Amazon right now as a hardcover. We're working on the Audible right now, and we're also working on a 2-minute trailer that we're going to pitch to Netflix and Amazon. So hopefully I'd like to see it as its own doc, because no professional killer has ever come forward ever to tell the hows, the how-tos, the whys. Do you know what I mean?
That is, I cannot wait to read the whole book. So she's giving away 5 digital copies. So if you're interested, go ahead and make a remark in the comments. Just, raise your hand or say you would like it. I'd love to share that with you. It's a crazy story. The synopsis is just like, foretelling of this guy who grew up in a horrible, abusive situation. And that's what led him to become a professional hitman, so to speak. So it is crazy. Justice Howard, we are out of time. It has been so amazing to have you.
Hey, no, I had a blast with you guys. I'm so happy to have met you, even if you're really small on my screen.
I know. We have to have you come back in, to tell your story, how it's moving along and how you're moving forward with the book, with Netflix and whatnot, and come back anytime.
Well, I'm hoping for the Crime Channel. My dream, April, is to be on the Crime Channel. I would love to have a 1-hour special on the Crime Channel, actually over Netflix or Amazon, because I'm a Crime Channel junkie also.
Well, there you go. Look, fingers and toes crossed. There you go. All right, Justice Howard, you have a wonderful evening.
Clown love. Oh, here we go. Oops, clown love.
There it is. Oh my goodness. All right. You have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon.
All right, sweetie. Clown.
Bye-bye. All right. So there you go. Justice Howard. Make sure you check her out. justicehoward.com. She is amazing. And she's just like one of the best, awesomest photographers I've ever seen. So let's go ahead and introduce our Rag House crew. Here we go. Of course, guys, we have Slatty Patty in the house, already trying to get our attention. What's up, Slatty Patty? We have Dave. So without further ado, we have Andrea with entertainment. What's up, girl? How are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I didn't even notice. Hi, everybody.
Andrea with entertainment. We have Leroy with sports. What's up, Leroy? How are you doing?
Good. How you guys doing today? It was a big weekend in football, so I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh yes, it was a big weekend, and Rams did their thing. That's right. We also have we also have Austin for gaming. What's up, Austin?
What's going on, beautiful people? How you doing? It's a great Monday. I'm ready for a great week.
All right, and from the Fredo Show, airing live Sunday nights at 8 p.m. We have Fredo for music. What's up, buddy? Hi,
What's up,
Fredo.
guys? How's it going?
All right, so we're already rolling into overtime. So let's do this, man. Fredo, music. What's up?
Well, guys, there's a lot of things up right now. Welcome. This is a Fredo Spotlight here on Rag House Media, guys. And it is a new year, and we got a lot of things that we want to go ahead and look into over the last decade. We want to know what was the hottest music, and not just hottest music, but who were the top rappers and artists over the last decade. And the numbers have just came out, guys. And I want to go ahead and talk a little bit to you guys about this. And I know we got a new guy in the house, and I always ask every single person that comes into this house is Leroy. Leroy, welcome to Rag House Media. I want to let you know and ask you, Leroy, what is your taste of music? What do you listen to when you're driving, when you're working out, or just plain and simple listening to music? What do you listen to?
I mostly listen to either like rap, R&B. I might go a little old school and do some throwback R&B. But I'm mostly in between it. And actually, a lot of people are surprised. Like I listen to Ed Sheeran sometimes. I haven't listened to none of his latest stuff, but I do love his album Divide though. So I do kind of diverse it a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. So look, I want to just let you guys know the top 5 artists, streaming artists of the past decade. I'm gonna go ahead and name some names, and I'm gonna go ahead and save the best for last. Number 1, of course. Let's go ahead and start at number 5. Top 5 artists over the last decade is the one and only Future. And we all know Future. Future got lots of hits with Drake, just everybody all over the place. And Future has 13.9 billion multiple streams over the last decade. That's impressive. At number 4, we got the one and only, one of the queens of, I guess you want to call her in the R&B section. It is Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande at 13.9 billion as well, tied with Future right there. So that's kind of impressive to see the only female in the top 5. So just kind of put that out there. The only female in the top 5 in the last decade is Ariana Grande. At number 3, we have the one and only Eminem. We talked a little bit about Eminem last week, but Eminem's it's at number 3 with 17.8 billion streams, which is it's a lot, but it's not like number 1. But before we get to number 1, let's go to number 2. Post Malone. Post Malone is currently at number 2 with 18.9 billion. So if you guys kind of got the trend now, we're at 13, 17, 18, 19, and now we go to number 1, which is Drake. We all know Drake kind of leads the charts every single year, every single month. But the impressive thing, guys, is the number. First place is at 36.3 billion. Number 2 was 18.9. Number 1, 36. Look at the big difference in the differential of a guy like Drake and every other artist over the last decade. And just kind of lets you know and puts everything on perspective out there is, who's the greatest in the music business right now. And plain and simple, kind of shows the numbers kind of prove it itself. Guys, what do you guys think about the numbers I just talked about?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because the man don't miss. Like Drake, he make hits, don't miss. Whether you like it or not, he really don't miss.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
I also feel like Drake makes a lot of songs that like go viral in some ways. Remember that one challenge where everyone get out of their car and start dancing? Like Drake always hits. Like you can go from like dancing to singing to simping. Like Drake has all types of areas of music. Like that's why he never misses, because he's so versatile.
Yeah, it's like when the pandemic first hit, he came out with that song. It's called Tootsie Slide. I'm making sure I say it right. Yeah, everybody started doing that. Right. We had nothing else to do, so Drake gave us something to do.
Right. I think one thing we to acknowledge is Ariana Grande, like I said, is the only woman in the top 5. That's huge.
Love
and
that.
It kind of surprised me because I assumed Taylor Swift would be up there a little bit, because I know that she has a lot of streams as well every year. So it kind of surprised me to see her up there and not Taylor Swift. So
I feel
Just
like
my 2
Ariana
cents.
Grande is like the new, like it's like the new era. I feel like Taylor Swift, she makes a lot of good music and stuff, but I feel like this is like Ariana Grande's prime time right now.
That's
so I
fair.
feel like
Yeah.
this is her time to shine. Like, she doesn't
I
have that
mean,
much
even though
music, but it's amazing.
Yeah, even though you guys mentioned Taylor Swift right now, Taylor Swift is actually at number 7 at 13.3, and Ariana Grande is at 13.9. So Taylor Swift's just right behind Ariana Grande. And another female as well at number 10 is Rihanna. Rihanna's at 12.8. So you do have 3 very talented females in the top 10 only, though.
Very talented and prominent females as well, too. Yeah.
Yes. And moving on to another story, guys. That is a nice way to kind of start out the new year, look at the numbers of the past decade. But one thing that maybe the baby doesn't want to look at is what happened this new year. The baby was, he got arrested, guys, arrested in Beverly Hills after a store employee reportedly called the cops, saying that the baby and his entourage were in the store and they had weapons on them. As soon as the cops were called, they left the store. They were leaving the store. They were getting into their black SUV, and the cops stopped them. And guess what, guys? TMZ, of course, got it all. TMZ got the whole inside scoop on what happened. And apparently, guys, they did find some weapons. The cop did, search the vehicle, the SUV. They did find a couple weapons. And guess what? The baby was arrested, guys. This happened on Thursday night. This happened in Beverly Hills. He's coming off a monster year. I mean, Grammy nominations, record of the year. I mean, rap performance. I mean, best rap song. I mean, he's just on top. And his latest, biggest collab was with Roddy Ricch over The Fox. The song The Fox, Roddy Ricch. And of course, we all know how much I love that, man. Roddy Ricch is an amazing, talented artist. But yes, the baby has been arrested, guys. And I mean, let me know, guys. What would you guys think if you see, any person in any store you're in and you see them having a weapon? What would you guys do?
Run.
The employees did what they were supposed to do. I can't blame them for that. I mean, if you're the baby, you gotta be aware of who you put around you. Like, I'm just gonna say it, you gotta be aware of who you put around you. You can't act like you death row out here having people run around with guns in their pockets. Like, it don't work like that no more. Like, but I mean, like, just if you're the baby, you got, like you said, you gotta put yourself in better positions. And how many people with you that you could not get in your SUV and take off before the police came there? Unless the police are sitting right around the corner, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to get out of there before the police came there. And out of what you know, I read up on the article, it said the baby was the only person arrested. And an employee, somebody from his entourage with the gun on the waistband. So it really wasn't him that got spotted with the gun. He got caught when, like you said, when the police came and they looked in the car. So really, if you the baby, like, so you gotta surround yourself with better people, less people, and just be smart, man. Like, come on, be smart.
That's true.
Yeah, especially coming off a monster year. If you're doing amazing right now, why mess with it? And I mean, some people just don't get it. I mean, we all seen what the meltdown Justin Bieber has had over his past times, all the times he's been dealing with stuff. But it's just certain artists that just can't deal with it. And certainly there's who we all want to go ahead and keep make sure that he's okay, which is the Dr. Dre. We did see just, a couple of days ago, he went into intensive care. He didn't have a brain aneurysm, which is very dangerous. And apparently, not almost about 50% of the people survived. And, it's been very awful for, Dr. Dre, his family, his fans, and everybody that's over supported him. And, as of today, it was reported that he's still in intensive care unit at Cedars-Sinai here in Los Angeles. And he has been suffering this last Monday. So it's been about 7 days already since Dr. Dre's been dealing with this. Apparently, of course, TMZ has had the latest update. And apparently earlier today, the doctors did inform the family that the outcome doesn't appear to be too bad. Like, I mean, they're saying that he's going to be okay. They don't know in what condition he's going to be coming out of, but he will be okay. So that is all we kind of have to know and be glad that the Dr. Dre will be okay. I mean, I kind of want to see you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys all know Dr. Dre. What's one of the memories that, when you guys think about Dr. Dre, what comes up to your mind?
my childhood, man. That's who I grew up with. I grew up with all of them. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube. Those are all my, boys in the hood. I was young, the 90s chick. So, yeah. So when I heard that news, that really bummed me out. So I'm glad he's going to be okay. That's good.
Yeah, and just me learning about Dr. Dre, knowing about him, like, cause like I said, I was born when he, like you said, when you were growing up with him, I was born. So it's like, I learned about him.
Basically, right.
My bad. I just had to.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. I know I'm old. All right, we got to wrap up music and roll into gaming before we go. Fredo, any words?
No, that's all I got for you guys, and that was Fredo's spotlight here for you guys on Rag House Media.
All right. Good job, Fredo. Excellent. And I'm glad that Dr. Dre is going to be all good because, man, what would we do without Dr. Dre?
It'd be a tough start 2021, that's for sure.
Yeah. Jeez. All right. We have Austin with
what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Austin here with some more gaming news. So today I want to focus on three things, two big things, one minor thing. So the first thing I want to dive right into is the League of Legends esports scene is starting up again in the spring split. It starts this week, specifically for North American fans. It starts this Friday. We will have Friday, Saturday, Sunday filled with matches. And I want to tell you who my favorite team is going into it. I'm a huge fan of most of the teams in the LCS. I've always been a supporter of TSM, who won the summer split last year and went to the World Championships and disappointed everyone in North America. We don't got to talk about it. I hated it. We have Cloud9, who was the spring split champion of last year and probably one of the strongest teams we've had in the last couple of years. And then we, of course, have FlyQuest, who went in as sort of the underdog in LCS for the last 2 years and have shown they have improved with better rosters, better coaching, and better playstyles. But with everything that's happened in the offseason, I have my top three teams in the LCS, the League Championship Series for North America. At number 1, I have Cloud9. They signed Perks, who was a mid laner from Europe, who was on the World Championship finalist team G2. And he has shown time and time again he's one of the best mid laners in the world, if not of all time. And he's only in his early 20s. So he has a whole future ahead of him. I'm really looking forward to seeing him in Cloud9, especially against a North American North American teams, because European playstyle is a lot different from North American playstyles. And I think with him coming over, it gives them a big push into the split. My second best team would probably have to be Team Liquid, as much as I hate to say it. They're not like a hated team, but they're a team I've never really enjoyed rooting for or seeing them win. They're the only team to ever win back-to-back splits, four-time in a row champions in North America. But that was finally crushed by Cloud9 TSM of last year. I like their roster because everyone is solid. Jensen and Corey J round up a very experienced team. Tactical is looking like one of the best North American ADCs we've had in a long time. And they just signed Alfari from Europe, who has never shown a bad year as well. And the jungler Santorin, he's average. You can't say he's the best, but you can't say he's the worst either. But my sleeper team, my third best team, is Counter Logic Gaming CLG. They have a team of sort of forgotten talents in both North America and Europe. Their biggest addition this year was they added Broxa, who was a jungler for Liquid last year and is considered one of the best junglers in the game today. And I really hope that he brings the team to another level. You have Pobelter in the mid lane, who has been a North American staple for the last 5-6 years, and I really hope to see him do well. Unfortunately, for us TSM fans, it's not looking like a good year. I'm hoping for the best, but we're not going to think about it right now. The jersey I'm wearing for 100 Thieves, they're looking like an average team. They're going to make playoffs, but they're definitely not going to win playoffs. So there's a team you can expect to do somewhat well. And that's it for LCS. I'm going to move on real quickly to the next one. I mentioned AEW Games one time when I was on a live show for Rag House was it 2 months ago, April?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, AEW Games had a second press conference called 2 Point Show where they answered some more questions about their console game coming out. And they didn't announce a release date, but they did mention a couple of things. It can both be a simulated game as well as a play, like real-time game. And you can create your own wrestler. There'll be different types of modes. The biggest thing, once again, they want to push is intergender wrestling. You can have girl versus guy, and it's going to be a fun time. That's one thing you couldn't do in any WWE game before. So AEW, a different company, they want to try and break that norm. And so they can have their favorite female wrestlers go against their favorite male wrestlers, which happens a lot in different companies, mainly in Japan, where Kenny Omega got his name in. And Kenny Omega is the lead developer and lead voice for AEW games. Another thing they announced was they showed off the prototype for their mobile app AEW General Manager. and they show what the screen would look like, how you can add different types of match types, like you can have a ladder match, a Hell in a Cell, a steel cage match. You can make it your own, as well as you can see the revenue you make from that show, the star ratings of each match, and which wrestler became more popular or more hated. So that should be a really big factor, because GM mode is something wrestling fans love in video games. We haven't had a solid GM mode or any GM mode at all in a WWE game since SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, which came out for the PS2, the PS3, and the Xbox 360. I still play SmackDown vs. Raw 8 for GM mode every now and then because I just love the mode so much. So it's really exciting to see another company step up and realize where the holes are in wrestling video games. And the last thing they announced was their AEW casino game, Double or Nothing, will be coming out in the next 60 days, 2 months minimum and maximum. They don't have a specific date yet, but you can expect it in the next 2 months on Google Play, the App Store, and whatever other device you want to play on that is a different store. Whatever you want to play on, it will be there. That was a huge announcement, so I'm really looking forward to that. I will be downloading it because I love supporting any wrestling company I can. So that was big. Now, my last thing, because I like to be really quick, because I know we're on kind of a schedule here. Just today, it was breaking news. There was a streamer on Twitch named, I think it's Sir Graphs or something like that. He's a Spanish streamer, streams exclusively speaking Spanish. He's a great talent from what I've seen, all the clips I've seen the last few hours. He broke the record on Twitch for most concurrent viewers in any stream. Not for an individual streamer, not for just one, a whole company, any stream at all. He peaked at 2.4 million concurrent viewers, all leading up to the release of his very own Fortnite skin.
What the heck?
To put it into perspective, the population of Dallas, Texas is 2.28 million. And he had more than that. He was just sitting there talking to his chat, just waiting for it. And every record he broke it like that and like that and like that. It was crazy. He first broke the individual stream record at 1.1 million, which was set by Ninja when he played with Drake a long time ago on Fortnite. And then he broke the concurrent viewers for any streamer at all. And that was E-League, who had at 1.4 million about 4 or 5 years ago. And so this was a huge accomplishment. It's a record that was completely shattered, and I can't see anybody else breaking it. Yeah, it was amazing. It came out of nowhere, too. But it goes to show that before, everyone's like, oh, Europe is where esports is at. Oh, North America and esports is where all the money's at. Spanish streamers don't get a lot of love in any companies or any games or any esports. But they are huge on Twitch. They're averaging 50 to 60,000 people at a time. And then this Fortnite streamer all of a sudden peaks at 2.4 million. I can't even imagine.
Wow. Andrea, you need to jump on Twitch and
start speaking Spanish and start playing games I don't know how to play.
Yeah.
Fredo, we good to go.
Me and Fredo are fake Latinos, huh? We don't know Spanish too well.
A little bit,
right?
Honestly, I don't think he woke up that morning and expected to have 2.4 million viewers that day. I really don't think he woke up and thought that would happen.
That's insane.
That is crazy.
But that's everything I have for you in gaming. That was probably the biggest news I've heard.
What's that?
We should all start speaking Spanish.
Oh, I know chonis and chicle and leche. And
That's it.
I used to know a little bit of Spanish, but I lost it as I not had nobody to speak it with.
You just speak it to yourself, Leroy. That's what I do. I get all excited every night when I say "hasta mañana" to my son. I feel all Latina.
There you go. You just feel a little spice here and there.
TV. Watch some Spanish TV. You know what helps me? I gotta go ahead and tune into Netflix, watch Narcos, and that's my Spanish learning.
Yeah.
Well, I know my fiance used to watch the telenovela. What is it? The telenovela.
Telenovelas, yes.
Telenovela, not to learn Spanish, but to check out the hot Latinas, because he's,
when I used to work at a hotel, the housekeepers used to make it a mission on all breaks to try and teach me Spanish.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We got a couple times where I used to duck them because I was like, I don't feel like doing this today.
Well, that was my gaming news. Thank you guys for listening to me, and I will see you guys, of course, next week with more gaming news. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Of course we did. That's badass. All right, so we're going to jump into entertainment, but before we do so, let's see a commercial from Whole Life Soap.
At Whole Life Soaps in Wrightwood, California, we have over 45 varieties of bar soap, handmade lotions, face creams, and sugar scrubs. We have bubble bath bombs and shower steamers, and we have deodorants, candles, lip balms, and a whole lot more. All of our products are handmade for your health because we believe that what you put onto your body is just as important as what you put into it. So shop online at wholelifesoaps.com or visit us in Wrightwood, California.
That is Whole Life Soaps. If you want to win an amazing prize from them, and mind you, every week we're going to have different prizes now from all our new sponsors. Tonight is Whole Life Soaps. Answer this question. Fredo mentioned a rap producer artist that unfortunately was taken to the hospital. Name that rap producer artist in the comments, and you will be the winner of Whole Life Soaps. Slatty Pat, missed you. I got your information, but it was saying it was the incorrect address. So if you want to win from last week's, throw in your address again. But for right now, here we go. Andrea with entertainment.
Hey guys, you guys know that there's always going to be entertainment. There's always tea screwing up everywhere. You know, with TikTok, things spread so much faster. And starting with TikTok, I'm going to start with the rumor of the week. We all know it. We all saw the funny memes on Twitter with Kanye West and Jeffree Star. So there was rumors that Kanye West had an affair with Jeffree Star, which led to Kim Kardashian filing for divorce. But in reality, it was all a rumor. If you guys didn't know,
It was?
There was this girl on TikTok who made this rumor because Kanye West has a ranch in Wyoming, and so does Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star has like a house in Wyoming as well. And so they would say, oh my God, they're in Wyoming together. They're together. They're doing this. This is why they broke up. This is all of this. But in reality, she came out. She was like, oh yeah, I just did it for clout. I wanted to get followers. I wanted people to like me and to watch me.
That's why I hate entertainment news sometimes.
Yeah.
They do it off the clout.
What a headache.
But you gotta think about it. It's also easy because what else is there really doing in Wyoming? No disrespect to Wyoming, but just saying. I don't know. Don't just ask.
all the goats and lambs and horses are somewhere else.
It looks beautiful. It might be unpopulated, but the pictures are beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, they got some beautiful falls and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know.
We're going to Montana.
It got so insane to the point where Jeffree Star actually made a YouTube video talking about it. Like, no, it's just a joke. Like, I understand.
Well, okay, but Jeffree Star played with it as well. You know, he kind of didn't deny it at first. He kept making jokes about it.
Right.
Just to add fuel to the fire.
For them, all press is good press. Like, you can't deny that. You know, like, all press is press.
That's a Kardashian move. That's a Kardashian move.
Yeah, literally. Kris Jenner was like in there trying to make, you know, them talk about the divorce and all that stuff. So probably that's not the reason for the divorce. I mean, it was a funny rumor. I mean, if you guys saw all the jokes, it was really funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was messing up and I was dying of laughter. Like those
people. I love every time I hear Kim and Kanye is supposed to get a divorce, because I'll be like, I'll believe it when it happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's a whole thing, but you know, it was a funny moment. You know, it's like it spread really fast though. Like the rumor actually spread really fast. And I think that's because of TikTok. When you are on TikTok and you see some rumors that have spread, like they spread so fast that you go on Twitter, you're like, oh my gosh, is this true? Is it not? And then you go, oh, this 14-year-old girl with TikTok just started this rumor just for fun, you know? It is scary because
big baby. I'm sorry, I saw the comments right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, also on Twitter news, there was also Lil Nas X. You guys know the guy who made Old Town Road.
Of course.
Yes. And I hear that song every single day. Old Town Road, tell me about it. What do I have to know about this song?
I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, he tweeted, he's like, I want a man to go skiing with for the holidays in Aspen and all this stuff.
Wow.
And then James Charles subtweeted it and he said, I can ski. And I was like, what? And he's sliding into his DMs in front of the whole public. I know it was probably just a joke, but it's like, it was pretty like cool to look at because just a while ago they made a video together where James Charles did Lil Nas X's makeup. So he glammed them up and it looked good. So, I mean, it was all for fun and all that stuff, but it's pretty interesting to think about, you know? I mean,
I love Lil Nas. I mean, I follow him on Twitter. He's freaking hilarious.
Yes,
I love that guy.
He knows how to work Twitter. He knows how to work humor. And he literally made his whole, like, the Old Town Road so famous because of the memes and everything that he made. Like, he literally gave himself fame with his humor, his personality, the way he is. It's like so like funny because he just knows how to say the right things and like make people laugh, and he's just a great personality.
He's not bad at music either.
Yes,
Makes really good music.
No, it's good. Very good music. Very good.
Yeah, I loved his EP.
Good and it's silly.
His EP 7, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed his EP. Yeah.
All right.
Other than that, there's just been so much more entertainment, but I'll go over that more next week when we have more time. But, you know, it just sometimes it's good to see, like, listen and learn about entertainment that's like a little bit less serious and a little bit more fun, like with all the memes and all the things, even when everything that's going wrong in this world right now, it's insane and it's crazy, but it's good to have some laughs here and there, you know, even if it might be just like some fun entertainment.
Well, Andrew, you make entertainment fun. You're saying it with a smile, so I think if you would be all, and he died, I would be like, oh, okay. Right? Andrew, you produce it well. Good job, girlfriend.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that was Andrea with entertainment. Now, with further ado, because we've all been waiting. Here we go.
Here we go.
Leroy Sports.
Yes, it's been a big weekend in football, and if you're watching football tonight, if you're an Ohio State fan, I feel sorry for you. I mean, we didn't expect it to go like this. You just happy. You really just happy. So while I'm on that game, I'm gonna just like give you guys a rundown of what's going on. Mac Jones throwing the ball all over the yard, over 400 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, and the guy that won the Heisman's on that team too, Devonta Smith. You know, shout out to him. He's from Louisiana, just like me, so I throw it out there just to get it over with. But in the first half, he set the receiving record with 12 receptions in the first half. The boy had 215 yards in the first half and 3 touchdowns.
Casually.
Easy. Nobody was running with him. Now he did go out with a hand injury. Don't know they extended that yet, but it's easy to say Ohio State is just getting ran over. I mean, I don't know. They look lost out there. They don't know what they're doing.
I mean, no one expected
the running back went out in the first quarter hopefully he's okay. He had a shoulder injury. He couldn't really lift his arm up, so I'm guessing maybe a broken collarbone, if anything, but hopefully it's not anything worse. But yeah, Alabama's pretty much just running roughshod over that game. It's currently 52 to 24, so not close at all.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's like a basketball game.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just murder.
Yeah.
That is.
LSU's offense was potent last year. I mean, Alabama just can't top that. I mean,
It's crazy. I'm not much into college football. Are you guys? Do you guys follow it?
No,
Not really.
I'm actually an Ohio State fan
I keep an eye. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Austin. I ain't mean to bring
Well,
that
okay, I'm only an Ohio State fan like by family because my dad's from Ohio and he roots for Ohio State or Dayton, and that's about it. So
Yeah.
if everyone asks me if I have a favorite college team, I'm just like, oh, Ohio State, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Louisiana, so by law, it's almost by law you got to be an LSU fan.
Yeah.
It's almost by law LSU Saints. You kind of gotta like them a little bit. You know, you don't gotta be your favorite, but you just gotta like them a little bit.
Sometimes I think about it, it's kind of crazy that most like really good football teams are not in California. If you really think about it, there's like Ohio, Alabama. You don't really hear about good, like not good, but like a well-known football team in California. I mean,
feel like
we are, and we don't even have a football team. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I went to Cal State East Bay up in the Bay Area, and we had a football team for like 5 years, and then they just got rid of it because 1, no one was going to the games, and 2, they weren't good, and 3, apparently it was something about demographics, and they said, no one cares anyway, so they just dropped it. So we have a big stadium just for soccer.
You know, those states that don't have a professional football team are the ones that are all gung ho on their college teams, big time, like the Midwest.
Yeah.
You know, I forget what they're called. What is it over there in Oklahoma? There's
The Sooners, Oklahoma Sooners. Yeah,
OSU.
They go hard over Oklahoma.
That's true.
They go kind of hard over Oklahoma State. It all depends on what year it is for them. But Oklahoma, they go hard every year.
Yeah. When are we going to start talking about the Rams?
We can talk about them now. She can't wait to talk about the Rams. This is no Rams, April. They won their game 30-20 over the Seahawks. Constant pressure, the rest on Russell Wilson. I mean, honestly, looking at it now from 2020 hindsight, you kind of say he burned himself out because early in the season he had to do so much just to keep that team in games when they didn't have running backs, and now later towards the year, when you face a defense like the Rams who got Aaron Donald who can pretty much wreck a game.
Right.
The man should be MVP. Like he just wrecking games. That's all you really say. And so as far as that game, that's how that kind of went. The other early game, Bills and Colts. The Bills won 27-24. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs had their way, and as they should. The Colts were out their top two corners. And I don't know how much you guys are into sports, but there was a real debate over the guy for the Colts, if he fumbled the ball or not. I mean, either way, the Colts wasn't going to win this game.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch the play, they wasn't going to win this game. Regardless if you caught the ball, fumbled it, whatever. He wasn't going to win the game.
Yeah.
And Bucks and the Redskins. Oh, sorry, not the Redskins. Football team. Because they don't have a name no more.
Come on now. Gotta
They don't have a name no more.
Hey, get it together here in 2021.
And honestly, the Washington football team, their backup quarterback was headed together, man. He played well. Taylor Heineke, he played really well. I mean, it definitely say he played better than people were expecting him to. So, I mean, really, if you Washington going into this offseason, you got to look for playmakers at the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
So you need more of that. You got McLaurin, he's pretty good, but you got to find more playmakers than him and Logan Thomas.
I have a question.
Yes.
So Heineke was a backup quarterback, correct?
Yeah, he was third string before he was doing Haskins.
Yeah, I think I read this on Twitter. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was a backup XFL quarterback a year ago. Is that true?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Hey,
crazy.
When leagues fold, you got a chance.
and I mean, he took what was given to him, backup position, and then when the time come, he proved, hey, I'm not a backup guy.
Yeah, he threw the ball really well. He made all the throws he needed to make. Like you say, Buccaneers, they made more plays at the end of the game, and like I said, he just didn't really have that much of weapons or running game, but that matter. His running backs are more receiving backs. They weren't really good rushing the ball to give him much help. But like you said, give him his credit. He played well. He kept that team in the game. He did everything he needed to do. Honestly, people were expecting him to get ran out of the building, and he didn't. They fought. So that's definitely really good. In the Ravens get some revenge. You know, they stomped on the Titans logo at the end of the game, 120-13. They contained Derrick Henry to only 40 yards rushing. That is truly amazing because I was waiting the whole game. I'm looking like, okay, he go break out one time. He gonna make this game interesting by breaking out one time, and they didn't let him break out. AJ Brown had a pretty good game. Corey Davis went out with an injury, so that hurt Tennessee a little bit. But in that last play, you gotta go to AJ Brown if you Ryan Tannehill. You can't predetermine where you're going with the ball, and then your receiver slips, and that leads to your interception.
I think the Ravens,
Marlon Humphreys, was one of the better cornerbacks in the league. So you got to give yourself a chance, and like I said, the Ravens pretty much exploited Tannehill's weaknesses. And
I think what the Ravens did, they came in with a game plan to shut down Henry. That's more than half of Tennessee's, game. So they shut down Henry, and they did very well. I'm only commenting so much because I spent all day yesterday watching football and building Legos, so I actually know what happened.
Yes.
They follow me on Instagram.
I did see that on your Instagram story yesterday.
Yeah, it's a 1,700 piece Lego Yoda. So I was downstairs watching football all day. So I actually know what's going on right now. Everything's making sense.
Building new Legos.
Oh man! Hey, those were some pretty cool Legos. Those were some Star Wars Legos you mentioned.
I mean, just when you think of Legos, I think of my nephew being all around me with his Legos and his toys out, telling me to help him build stuff and everything.
Yeah, who compares when you step on the Legos on accident with no?
Yeah, forget it.
Gosh.
All right, sorry. Continue, Leroy. I apologize.
Oh man,
we had the Bears and the Saints. Saints won 21-9. the Bears just didn't have enough offense. I mean, it just kind of been a story the last couple of seasons for the Bears. Not enough offense. Trubisky did what he could do with whatever opportunities he had. And what most people be surprised is the Saints' first home playoff win in 2 seasons.
Wow. You know,
That's
just
crazy.
totally off the Saints and game, but is it Metcalf?
Yeah.
Man,
I think him having
we
a
can't
full
let that.
sideline.
That boy is good. Oh my goodness. I had heard of him, but when I watched him play, and yeah, he has an attitude and he has his thing, whatever, throwing fits on the side. But he is like one superhuman, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
He knows how to play.
Well, I mean, if you just look at the stats, he looked like he had a pretty good game. But he had one like big play that accounted for almost half his yards. So if you look at it, the Rams did a pretty good job of shutting down. And of course, anytime y'all Jalen Ramsey, that's gonna be the case.
Yeah.
I miss Jalen Ramsey.
And I'm pretty sure Jalen Ramsey was peeping out on the sideline, DK getting mad and stuff, and he was just like he was ready to get at him some more.
I miss Jalen Ramsey. I'm a Jaguars fan, so
Oh,
yeah.
what?
Hey, y'all like Trevor Lawrence, man. Like it's gonna be looking up. You gotta think about it. It's gonna be looking up.
I get that, but like when Jalen Ramsey was like a highlight for like the last 2-3 years of the Jaguars, and when he left, it's just heartbreaking. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, we took him.
That's fine. Y'all actually use him, and he's actually winning there. It's fine. I get it. It's whatever.
He's happy.
Austin, don't say he's actually winning because I don't want to get you guys too excited there, but hey,
I mean, okay. How many?
They had a good season. Don't forget they went to the AFC Championship game with Jalen Ramsey.
True. Okay, how many wins did the Rams have this year in the regular season? How many wins did they get? Anyone know? Top of their head?
They had 10. They had 10.
10?
They were 10 and 6.
That's 10 times more than the Jaguars had this year. So,
good point
true.
there.
Yeah.
It's very true. It's very true.
All right. We got anything more for sports, Leroy?
Yes, just to finish it off, Browns Steelers. The scores go look a little closer than what this game actually was. It ended 48-37. But if you watch this game painfully like I did, and when I say painfully, I literally mean it was painful to watch the first half of this game. First of all, the first snap goes over Big Ben's head, and nobody on the Steelers seemed like they want to recover the ball. So
Ben should have fell on it. Ben should have just fallen on the ball.
Exactly. Ball on the ball.
Fredo, you look like that emoji that some people send me.
Yeah. Oh my
He's
god!
like, man.
I mean, I tuned into the first quarter and it was already 35-0, 29-8-0. It was just ridiculous to watch the quarter. Like it's awful. Like no one expected that to happen. It was just crazy to watch it happen. But wow, too bad for Pittsburgh and go Cleveland, I guess.
Yeah, and just like all year, Pittsburgh couldn't run the ball, and Big Ben threw for 400 yards, but I mean, it's empty calories when you look at it. You get down 28-0 in the first quarter, you down 35-10 going to halftime. You pretty much have no choice but to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So he was go rack up some yardage and stuff. So I mean, they need O-line helping Pittsburgh. That O-line's getting old. They I seen a couple of them taking salt tablets for the game. They were rubbing some Bengay on their hamstring.
Oh man, they shouldn't have showed that. That's all on the cameraman right there. Right?
They didn't actually do that. I'm just saying they're old. I'm just saying
they're 28, so they're old for football. That's
Nah,
true.
they're a little more than 28. They're like 35-ish, 32-ish. Like football age is kind of old. Yeah, it's kind of old.
Yeah, that's super old for football for sure. They're getting. Did you guys know when I used to do my sports talk show with Rick Garcia? I had no idea. You guys probably maybe have an idea, but it takes them like 3 to 4 days after a game to recover from all they get.
Oh yeah, to fully recover.
Yeah, getting massages, what have you. I mean, that's a long time.
It hurts.
It hurts.
You ever see nobody get up off of them hips? They look fine, but they hurt.
They are hurt. Yeah,
they get up like I'm gonna walk it off, but then they get to the sideline like, God.
I couldn't even imagine. Yeah. So, does that cover it for sports, Leroy?
That pretty much covers it for sports. Like I said, it was a great Super Wild Card weekend. I was interested to see how these guys who were the number 2 seeds were gonna play, considering they didn't get the usual week off that they would get if the regular playoff format was in effect. And they played well. They didn't disappoint. Definitely not the Bills. I like it was a close game, but they didn't disappoint.
All right.
Well, a little disappointing in the Steelers, but just about how bad it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's okay if you get beat by the Browns.
That's what they are. They're a fraud.
Oh,
they started off what 11-0.
Let's not start a fight here. Let's not start a fight here.
It's ridiculous though. At times, you got to hold some people accountable when they talk and they say they're going to be something all year long, and then look what happens.
They don't do shit.
Yeah. Just like when you talk about Fredo holding accountable talk, Juju was trying to say the Browns are the same old Browns. Well, the same old Browns came out there and curb stomped y'all. So,
same old Browns beat yes.
Right.
All right.
Curb stomped. Ain't even had a chance. Juju was just sitting on the sideline. He wouldn't need to answer no more. He wouldn't.
Right. They're
Out of the
way home now.
Out of the games coming up this weekend, what do you guys think? Rams or Green Bay?
Green Bay. Sorry.
I feel like Green Bay is going to win, but if anybody can beat them, that round's front four can get out the Aaron Rodgers. So,
well, our SoCal boys are going to be in 25-degree weather. You know how shitty that is, especially with Goff and his injured thumb.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
He's better suck on that thumb, keep it warm. That's for sure.
It's gonna hurt. They're gonna be running the ball a lot.
Yeah, that's right. So we have other teams. The other teams, Fredo and Leroy. Who do you guys think? Austin, Andrea.
Well, division round, I know Tampa Bay and New Orleans is playing again. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season, but how they beat the Buccaneers the last time, I have no reason to believe the Saints are not going to win again.
Yeah, I got the Saints over Buccaneers for sure.
Okay, we have the Saints. We have Green Bay. Who else is coming up?
We got Chiefs and Browns. I got to ride with Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, best player in the league right now.
Don't count out on Baker Mayfield, man. After what he did this week, I'm pretty sure he's going to come into that game and he's going to try to take over Kansas City. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Fredo, I'm going to put $2 on this game.
Here we go.
I'm going to top you off. I'm going to put $3 on.
Deal. $3.
Let's put it enticing. Let's put 20 on it. Let's put it up there. Let's put 20 on it.
Yeah.
You got the I got the Chiefs. You got the Browns. We can put 20 on it right now.
I got Chiefs. I'm with Leroy. I got Chiefs. All right.
Okay. How about you do this? How about we put 20 with Leroy and we put $4 on Austin so we can make it an even 24 for a shout out from my guy Kobe Bryant. You know.
I agree. All right. I'm in. $4. You're on.
There it is. Cleveland. Here we come.
All
right. Well, there you go.
And the last game is Bills and Ravens. I want Lamar to win. I feel like Buffalo's gonna win, but I'm going with Lamar. I'm gonna go over the Ravens. I want him to win. I want him to win the chip, man. I want everybody to stop saying this man can't throw the ball.
He deserves it. He deserves a win. Yeah.
Right. But he got to win the game in order to get over the hump.
He got four quarters to play through. You know,
it's gonna be tough, but he got to.
Yeah.
So we have Green Bay. We have what is it? Chiefs, Ravens,
Saints.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, you guys heard it. If you guys want to bet anybody, call up Leroy, Fredo, and Austin.
There it is, guys.
I'm only putting the best $5 over. I'm not. Don't be scared with your bet.
No $3. No $4.
Say it with your chest. How your conviction?
$4. The $4.
Oh, sorry, though. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into the Rag House crew. Leroy Sports, yeah. All right.
Great job, Leroy.
Thank you.
Fredo from the Fredo Show, Fredo with music, Andrea with entertainment. You guys did so good. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you still want that digital video of Justice Howard's book, which is called Diary of a Hitman by Fuego. You guys, that book is crazy. The dude grew up in an abusive family, and that's why he became a hitman. You guys, if you want a digital copy, I know we have one going out to Dave C. Peterson, so you got one. Anybody else want one? Make a comment. In the comments, you get one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, we have guest Megan Holiday from KROQ. Are you guys familiar with that station? KROQ, the alternative LA radio station.
Is it 103.9?
I feel like I heard the name before though.
106.7 KROQ. They play
I don't go past 102. Sorry.
We have on-air personality Megan Holiday. She's amazing. We also have giveaway from Boxing and Barbells. 1 month free of boxing to the person who answers the correct question in the comments. You guys have a wonderful week. Anybody else have any shout outs before we go?
I got 2. Shout out to my girlfriend once again for watching. I love you so much. I'm going to call you soon. And then shout out to my friend Saul. He lives in Santa Ana. It's his first time watching. I told him to watch it, and he is. So thank you, bud. I really appreciate it.
All right. Anybody else have some shout outs?
I'm going to say shout out to my family, like in general. So you know who you are if you're my family.
Any shout outs, Leroy Fredo?
Yeah. Shout out to my family. I'm definitely go tell them to watch this video and to follow us, man, because get all the followers up. We got some good topics, and they continue to learn something from us.
Absolutely.
And Fredo.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to my family. I know they're watching, and some of the friends out there. Shout out Big Baby Jonathan, the comments out there. And one more guy, I just want to shout out a very, very good friend of mine that just been loving this man, supporting them. Greatness is happening right now. Everyone must watch.
I know who it is.
LaMelo Ball is dancing out there right now, guys.
He nice. He athletic. He nice. I'm gonna give you that.
This guy Fredo's casually friends with LaMelo Ball like it's nothing, even though he's the face of the NBA right now.
He is. That's the thing that shockingly is very shocking, But hey, I made my work. I made a relationship with the man, and now seeing his success now is like it's impressive. It's very amazing just to see that.
All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful week. Stay safe. And we will see you next Monday, 8 p.m. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.